In 1948, a small group of dedicated members of the Chicago Bar Association had a vision that our legal community could make a bigger impact on improving the justice system by coming together through a new foundation. With that, the Chicago Bar Foundation was born.
We are honored at Baker McKenzie to be able to be connected to different bar foundations, bar associations in different cities and even different countries. And it is that experience that teaches us that the Bar Foundation in Chicago is really unique. It brings together everyone. It is strategic about how it thinks about the talent all over the city, small firms, solo practitioners, large firms, legal aid, other stakeholders, and puts us all for our highest and best use. It really is sort of the invisible glue that pulls us all together and makes sure that we're always moving forward in a mission to give everyone access to justice.
I think we need to be leaders in the area of social justice and access to the justice system. We see the legal system from all sides. And if we're not willing to get engaged and try to make changes for the betterment of all people who have access to the system, then we can't rightfully expect anyone else to do it.
The work of CBF, has always been important because there have always been people in our community who need legal services and can't afford it. And a bedrock of our country is equal access to justice. And that means that your financial means should not be a barrier to getting equal access to justice, but it really so often is.
The Chicago Bar Foundation works to bring the Chicago legal community together to do three things. One is innovation, two is advocacy, and three is work in the courts.
What we're seeing is a greater percentage of persons filing lawsuits without representation, and that can be a very daunting process for people to proceed with a federal lawsuit without an attorney. I really see the CBF as our partner in meeting the unmet legal needs.
The idea that some would have more immediate or more effective access to the justice system versus others just based on their socioeconomic status or their place in our society is really problematic and undermines our entire justice system.
CBF, isn't just about pro bono legal services. What's also great is it's a voice. It's a voice for those who need legal services in places like Springfield in the state legislature and even at the federal level, and providing those of us who are lawyers who have those advocacy skills a place to go and a place to find out what should we be talking about, who should we be calling and advocating on behalf of.
Really, I think what makes the Chicago Bar Foundation stand out is its commitment to innovation. When you look over the history of the first 70 years of the CBF, you think of innovative projects like Illinois Legal Aid Online, the network of legal help desks in the courts, Pro Bono Week, the Investing in Justice campaign, and more recently, the JEP, the Justice Entrepreneurs Project.
So the Justice Entrepreneurs Project is an incubator that helps solo practitioners or people who are in small partnerships set up their own law firm. And they do it specifically around the mission of trying to help the underserved population. I'm incredibly thankful that there are people who are thinking about people like me.
I feel particularly fortunate to be a part of the efforts of the Chicago Bar Foundation.
I'm extremely proud to be a member of the Chicago Bar Foundation. I couldn't be happier to be a part of this organization and to be associated with the successes that it has had over the first 70 years. And to be president of the Chicago Bar Foundation at this point in history is, I think, one of the proudest moments of my life.
CBF coordinates all of the law firms and makes it easier for all of our judges. So that would be a big problem if we didn't have CBF.
CBF can do new things in the next 70 years by bringing us together, introducing different parts of the bar to innovations, to different ways of doing things, to just different ways of thinking about how you make sure justice is accessible. It takes innovators, thinkers, and listeners, and that's what the Chicago Bar Foundation has always been for this community and hopefully always will be.